how can I make it plain about climate change and sustainability? The wonderment and the certainty that I have that we can solve global warming, but also the worry and the sorrow I have for what's already in the way. Despite the economic crisis, I'm actually hopeful that the world will sign a groundbreaking climate change treaty by 2012 or 2013. And to stop at doubled CO2, that treaty will have to commit to reducing emissions by 80% by 2050, at least. I'm hopeful, perhaps because of the economic crisis and the New Deal that's coming to solve it, that the US will follow the necessary path of designing our way out of the criminal level of global warming pollution that we emit today. You see, if we just try to regulate greenhouse gases, try to police and rule our way out of the problem, try to break the fossil fuel habit cold turkey, without giving people a better way out first, the pushers that have run this country for the last 8 years will come running back to have us mainlining again as we fail to reach those goals. And one of the things that's most inspiring about the folks that are working with President Obama is that it's really a dream team of people who know how to design, who thought this stuff through, who understand the pitfalls of trying to withdraw that massive subsidy that the coal and oil industry gets every year, including, for example, in the form of wars around the world. To withdraw that too quick, to withdraw that and leave people hanging without another way is a recipe for failure. We have to front load the benefits through things like the stimulus package. We have to get people into more efficient cars or out of them altogether onto trains and buses. We have to help people lower their energy bills before we remove those huge subsidies to coal and oil that keep the prices artificially low now. I think we can do these things. I think we have a dream team to do them right now. But what I want to make plain here is also my worry. Not so much for how much there is to do to stop global warming, but from the power of the forces against change. The job on climate change can actually be described quite simply, and Joel referred to it as well. I like to think of it as bending the Mauna Loa curve. I guess we call it the Al Gore curve now. But the Mauna Loa curve is the place, really, there's an observatory in Mauna Loa where scientists have been observing atmospheric concentrations of CO2 since the middle of last century. And they noticed them going up radically. And what we have to do very simply is bend it. That's what we have to do. We have to bend it downwards. Everything else we do is to do that, is to reduce the absolute atmospheric concentrations of CO2 in the atmosphere. So let's say we sign a treaty in 2012 or 2013, and we set the right targets. It's almost certain that we won't know how to do them, not from an engineering or design perspective, but from a human and social systems perspective.